I mean, this guy was building, like doing construction on Beverly Hills 90210, then was on
Yeah.
24 and Lost. And first of all, when you were working on Beverly Hills 90210, did you ever see the stars, like the big stars? And how old were you when that happened?
I was out of college, so I was in 97, 87, 90. I was probably 25.
Did you see Dylan and those guys?
26. I'm friends with all those guys now. I mean, I missed Jason. He was up here shooting Private Eyes. And because of the COVID stuff, we weren't able to actually hook up. And we're gonna at one point we said, all right, before you get out of town, we're gonna go grab a coffee and take a walk and be outside and socially distanced and but be able to hang out. And it wound up not happening because my work schedule up here got so insane. But I've loosely kept in touch with everyone else, a little more with Jason. I was very close friends with Luke. Our kids grew up together. The ladies I see in passing every once in a while. Gabrielle lives in my neighborhood, and we're friends.
That's
Chuck
great.
Rosen, I just spoke to him recently. I keep in touch with all those guys, basically.
I mean, when you see a guy, your colleague, your peer, like somebody like, and I didn't even know we're going to go there, but after Luke's passing, it's so sudden, and you're like, I mean, to me, that just puts everything in perspective and makes you think like, hey, it really is. And these thoughts are sort of ephemeral. Like, I wish you think like that long. I mean, obviously you can't dwell on things, but to know that, hey, like that, it's over. Like that, it is over. So what do? We got to live every day, and and you think those things, and then you forget that, and you kind of go back to your same shit, right? We all do that. It's like New Year's resolution. It's like, oh, I'm going to work out, and I'm going to not masturbate as much. And I don't know why I went there, but you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, how do you approach those things when you see a colleague or a friend like that? How do you deal with that stuff? Are you pretty like solid, like in terms of like upbringing and how you deal with problems? Cause I'm kind of all over the place, and I'm a mental case.
I think I'm kind of all over the place too. Sometimes different parts of your life come into focus in different ways. And, that was huge, the Luke thing. And I'm perfectly fine talking about this now. But at the time I wasn't talking about, my friendship with him and what an amazing person he was, because there were a lot of people who, were taking advantage of that, as their time to get in the press. And that sounds shitty, but I saw it. And I'm not talking about his close friends. There are close friends out there of his that were much closer than me, that loved that man and gave wonderful tributes. So I'm not talking about that at all. But because I wasn't that close to him, I was very aware that this is, my relationship with Luke was very close and very personal and wasn't in the press. So why should my reaction to his passing be in the press?
Yeah.
If for no other reason than to put me in the press. And that just seemed kind of fucked up to me. So I didn't do any of that. So I haven't really talked about his passing. And for me, it was a huge wake up call, because we're close in age. I'm older, which is even makes it more like holy shit.
Yeah.
But he passed from the same thing that my mother-in-law had just passed from 2 years ago. So like 6 months or 8 months prior to his passing. I get the I'm sure the timeline up, but I don't care. Not shortly after my mother-in-law passed, Luke passed. And it was the same exact thing. And I was just like that's supposed to happen to people who are much, much older.